A majority black county in Mississippi that has long struggled with poverty hopes that a new wind farm will bring a windfall of cash. Amazon is backing a large-scale wind farm in Tunica County, and according to the latest census data, the county is 78% black, with 27% of residents living in poverty. This new wind farm project could bring hundreds of jobs. It could also bring an estimated $60 million in the coming decades. It is owned by energy company AES, but it will sell power to Amazon. Joining me now is Charles Finkley Jr. He's the director of Tunica County Chamber of Commerce and Economic Development. My brother, welcome to the grill. So good to talk to you. This project is expected to bring jobs. That's what everybody's saying. And, of course, money. Is there a measure in place to make sure that the jobs get to the people who actually need them? My worry is, we've seen this in history, people need jobs. People are financially vulnerable. The jobs come in, and who gets them? Outside contractors.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Thanks for having me. So one of the things that we're doing here in Tunica County for not just this project, but for other economic development projects is to try to get other minority contractors and others in the community involved. Historically, that had not been the case. But right now, we're making every effort to try to improve local participation, not just in our county, but for our entire region. So that way, the same mistakes aren't repeated that have been repeated previously in history.
So, but just so I'm clear, because you're talking about bringing outside contractors in who are black, but will people in the community who are already there get access to these jobs, get access to these opportunities?
Yes, sir, absolutely. So one of the things that we've also done, we partnered with a national broadband training provider. And so not only are we going to be training individuals for these types of jobs, but we're also going to be working to create new businesses along the way as well. So now I set up a partnership with one of our local community colleges, which is also a HBCU. And so now students and other people in our community will be able to become trained in this new industry, but also set up new businesses as well that can be more involved with this industry as well as other types of economic development projects.
How are the residents responding to this? I know, I would imagine anyway, they've raised some concerns about the wind farm project. And if so, what are they?
Well, we really haven't received any negative feedback on the project. I guess one of the things that you could say is some of the residents were saying, okay, we want more jobs. But right now what we're doing, we're taking a holistic approach to economic development. So we're beefing up our tourism recruitment. We're working on our industrial retention and business attraction on that side as well. So holistically, we'll be able to bring in as many jobs as we can bring into our county that we can, some of our residents will be able to obtain some of those.
Now, the other piece of this is not just the jobs, but the money that will be invested in the county or at least accumulated by the county. When the county gets the money, though, where does it go?
So right now, we're expected to receive upwards of $60 million from the project over the life of the project. And so that goes to the local county. And so once those dollars get there, the county will have an opportunity to improve some of the local services that are offered to the community.
So $60 million is a lot of money, though. That's a lot of money. So where do you expect it to be targeted specifically? Because that's a lot of money to just be improving some services.
Well, so our goal is to increase that $60 million, trifold. Right now, we're working on several other renewable energy projects. And so what we're looking at is if we can land these additional projects, our community is looking at an additional $200 million over the life of these types of projects. And if you compound that with our gaming industry, with our agricultural industry, and with our existing manufacturers, the county as a whole will be able to benefit. We'll be able to come in and provide more services for the local citizens, to come in and improve the infrastructure, improve housing, just improve the overall quality of life for everyone here in the county.
You mentioned the gaming industry. You all are known for that. I'm sure the pandemic had to impact that somehow. Tell me how, and also, will this project work at all in conjunction with the casinos? Will it help the casinos at all?
Absolutely. So what happened, USA Today did an article that they looked at the most susceptible economies in America that were susceptible to a COVID recession. In Tunica County, we were actually number 3 on that list. And so our economy was hit extremely hard because of COVID. And so what it allowed us to do was to take that and look at it as an opportunity to diversify our economic development efforts. And so one of the things that we decided to do was to try to diversify our overall economy, so that way, moving forward, our economy won't be as depending on gaming. And so we landed an EV manufacturer. So now I believe we became the first majority minority county in the country with an electric vehicle manufacturer. We have one of the most advanced manufacturing facilities in the country as well here in our county. On the tourism side, we just did a 20-year agreement with the largest cruise line in the country as well. And so if you look at holistically, our goal is to diversify the economy as much as we can, so that way the overall health of the economy will be less susceptible to the ebbs and flows of economic downturns in the future.
That is an important project. I can't wait to hear more about it, both where the money's going and how you're able to sort of lean that into other projects, because we need economic development everywhere. Charles Finkley, Jr., the director of Tunica County Chamber of Commerce and Economic Development. I want to thank you for joining me.